The world is coming to an end. We have only 9 years left to turn things around. Hurricanes, fires, storms, floods, ice melting, heat waves and drought have become the new normal. Infectious diseases are taking over the world. In 2020, the northern lands and ocean temperatures climbed to the highest in 141 years. How many more have to happen until we realize our world is coming to an end?
Human is the most advanced species that ever existed on this planet. But look at what have we done? Cut down trees, create nuclear weapons, pollute oceans, burn carbon. For what? Money. We are the smartest species among all, but everything we do is destroying our Mother Earth.
With the current rate of CO2 emissions and ocean warming, scientists point out that a mass extinction is going to happen. 1 million plants and animal species are threatened with extinction, and most likely, humans will become the next.
For 6,000 years of civilization, we choose greed over need, profit over people. We create money by taking natural resources. Every year, we are destroying between 15 to 18 million hectares of forest, which equals the size of Belgium. Every minute, 2,400 trees are cut down. Almost 50% of all trees in the world have disappeared in the last 100 years. Scientists say if we don't reduce our carbon footprint and CO2 emissions by 9 years, the worst climate impacts will come at us. The Earth is the only place we know that has life, and man seems not to be very thankful for it. How would you feel if our future generations can learn about the Amazon rainforest in history books? How would you feel if our kids will not have access to drinkable water? How would you feel if one day all the wild animals exist only in fairy tales? What kind of earth do we leave for our future generations? We need to change. We need to change. We, each of us, not relying on politicians or the government. You and me. Tomorrow is already too late.
Robert Kennedy said, "Few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change the small portion of an event. And then the total of all those acts will be written in the history of a generation." Do not underestimate the power of individuals.
Now you may ask, so what can I do?
One of the best ways to save our planet is tree planting. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas contributing to global warming.
While planting trees sounds good, we cannot just quit everything and go out and plant the trees. What if I told you you can plant trees while sitting at your desk and working on your laptop? Today, I would like to share 2 easiest ways we can do to help plant trees. Number 1, ECOSIA. Planting a tree with a search.
Do you know an average Google search is responsible for 0.192 grams CO2? A study by Green Spectre in 2020 found that an average Google search leaves the same carbon footprint as driving 1 meter by car. Google receives 80,000 requests per second, which is 6.9 billion searches per day. 1,325 tons of CO2 emits every day just by using Google search. Yet, these 1,325 tons of CO2 will need to plant 48 million trees to offset such pollution.
Of course, I'm not asking you to stop using Google search engine, but there is an alternative you can consider. Here comes the ECOSIA.
ECOSIA is a search engine that you can add to your web browser. Search ads generate income, and they will use this income to plant trees where they are most needed. ECOSIA has over 20 million active users now and planted over 160 million trees in African countries, India and more.
Can you imagine just choosing an alternative search engine? You can make a significant impact. And using an alternative search engine is just a little baby step. But what if you want to do more?
Number 2. My trees. Earning while planting.
As you may have known, most trees are cut for papers and furniture production. For example, in the last 40 years, paper usage has grown over 400%. That means every year over 4 billion trees are sacrificed to serve our paper need. And that needs has never stopped growing. Imagine, instead of cutting these hundreds-year-old trees, why don't we plant fast-growing trees that are meant to the timber industry? Fortunately, there is a tree-growing business called My Trees.
They are planting fast-growing trees, for example, eucalyptus in Colombia. These trees grow so fast that only in 7 years they are ready to go into production. While you can simply make a donation for tree planting, you also can join the My Trees community and pass it on. As little as $20, you can plant a tree under your name. Once the tree is mature and starts making profits, you can benefit financially. So you can plant as many trees as you want. Even more, you can also earn extra by bringing friends to this community. That's why their motto, plant a tree and pass it on.
This is a triple win. First, creating jobs for the locals and improving their local economy. Second, protecting forests and wildlife. And third, you as an individual, you can earn money. I know ECOSIA and My Trees are not only green businesses that strive for a better world. No matter what you choose, support planting trees by all means. We are the only hope for our future generations. Act now. If you really care about sustainable environment, click on this video right now and you can see when we met the founders of the My Trees community. See you there.